Oh, I'm doing the.
Put Mr. on.
Alrighty. Where is the camera? Is it blank? Whoa, how do we... Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Is there something I forgot? Oh, there we go. Well, hi, guys. Oh, I'm here in the background. Oh, no. Well, welcome, everyone, to this Q&A live stream. And like I said, this is not just me. I have a special guest. And look at who I have right next to me. It is none other than Old Main Productions, and we are doing a live stream today. So this is basically going to be a Q&A, but throughout this, we're going to talk about how we do some YouTube things.
I guess we should wait till we have a little bit of an audience before we get started.
I guess, yeah, that's
because I'm the only audience member.
Yeah. Oh, it just said one. Now it says none, but then that was your phone making the editing.
Yeah.
That was terrible. That's just like the first test I had.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Yes, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, or whatever you may celebrate around this time of year. I don't know how it's almost 2026 again, but you know what? I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do in this video. I might mention a little bit about my end of the year special, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I guess I'm just going to adjust that a little bit.
That's totally fine.
It's, I guess, good to be on a live stream for the first time.
I know, right?
This is a new thing for me. I know I should definitely do a live stream at some point, but as you know, and as my viewers would know, I've been very inconsistent with posting. So I have a change for that for 2026, and maybe today we can work on that.
We could.
Because I so far have a video posted for the last day of every single month of 2026.
That's right.
And that's going to be a big change because it's consistent.
Johnny, hello.
Hello. Happy holidays.
Yes.
And I'm working on a video for the 15th of every month, so that way it's consistent. And hopefully I might even get one for every single week if I can get posted fast enough, because
that'd be great.
I have like 500 gigabytes of videos at least.
Oh, but we have some snacks here. We went to Five Guys and got ketchup, but if you gotta go to Five Guys, you can't just get ketchup. You gotta get the vinegar as well. Vinegar belongs on fries. I don't care what anyone says.
Fries.
These fries are they're just beautiful fries. They're awesome fries. Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, get out of here, Chiefs. You're terrible. And I know you're a Patriots fan, right? I think you're a Patriots fan. Drake May. I tell you what, the Patriots look pretty good again. I only know that this guy's a Patriots fan because I'll watch my video and then he'll comment the team who beat the Buffalo Bills because he doesn't like the Bills. Why? I know you're a Patriots fan, but come on, you got to be a little bit happy if they win a Super Bowl. You guys have 6 rings already. Come on. Don't mind me. You guys know I like food too.
It's Friday.
Go Buccaneers.
Interesting.
Is that because of Tom Brady? He's because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. He really is. Best quarterback of all time. But yeah. As you guys maybe remember, it was February maybe. I did those food live streams.
Mm-hmm.
Or what was it? The food reviews. Rankings. I did a bless your rank, but not actually because I'm not Matt Mitchell, and I'm not as cool as Matt Mitchell, but that's okay.
I'm still waiting for us to do the review of bottled water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit of a spoiler. Yeah, eventually we're going to do a food review ourselves. We're going to rank bottled water because, yes, water does not all taste the same. It is true.
I mean, if you've had a bottle of hot Dasani versus a cold bottle of Deer Park or Fiji, big difference. I mean, it's silly. Yeah. But, I mean, that's kind of the point. It's just an unserious live stream.
Exactly.
I don't want to spoil too much, but I have a couple serious videos and a couple unserious videos coming out over the next year.
The Train Dude 2025. Oh, sorry. You just watch me spill some stuff. What's up? Yeah, guys, this is technically a Q&A, so if you have any questions for us, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
For both of us, me and Old Man Productions. Otherwise, we're just going to chat here and chill.
just hang out with everyone.
How was our day? Our day's gone pretty well. We actually just went out. We ended up I think after this live stream, we're going to see a train or two on the Old Main because there is currently 2 trains, 2 eastbounds, M372 and C792. So a manifest and loaded coal. M372 has the WR1 unit 4720, I think trailing, but whatever. We actually saw it like a few weeks ago leading in Barnesville, but we wouldn't mind seeing it again. And then right behind it is C792, which has the Atlantic coastline leading. But today we went to Mount Airy to catch the Mount Airy local, the Old Main line. So pretty good. All right, let's see. Did we all have a great Christmas? I certainly did. I got to see family and just chill out.
Followed a family tradition that accidentally started last year, but it's kind of become a tradition. I last year replaced the water pump in a car because it broke right before going on a Christmas vacation, but we were able to get the parts minutes before the parts store closed. And well, this year we didn't go on a Christmas trip anywhere, but I figured with my dad we would continue the tradition of going through and fixing cars on Christmas. So I replaced a window regulator in a Buick because those always go bad in the 2000 to 2005 era Buicks. I also did a valve cover gasket that was leaking as well as an oil change. So a little bit of mechanic work for fun. I'm still on the fence about if I should create a new channel just for mechanic stuff because, I mean, that's just a hobby of mine, just like trains. But I might occasionally, if I ever have the patience to sit down and do an actual video of how to fix something, post like a couple how-to videos. But the only problem is a lot of times I'm learning how to do it as I'm doing it, and there's a lot of not so friendly language involved with when bolts won't come free and things like that. So I don't know if that would be the most family friendly thing to put on my channel because I'm trying to figure it out at the same time I'm trying to teach.
Yep. Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Johnny, your last comment. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen. Don't get fooled by Johnny. He likes to mess with me. He's like, I caught the Travis Kelce unit on Kansas City, Missouri, leading a mixed freight train. No, I don't know. By the way, Travis Kelce's probably retiring, which is a great thing because I cannot stand him. So yeah, I do not think BNSF is interested in merging with Amtrak. With that being said, I do know that Norfolk Southern and Union Pacific are trying to merge, and
What are your thoughts on that? I never actually asked you.
So I'm kind of mixed. I mean, I think it would be interesting, like if that does go through, because then we'll probably see, like at least at the start, Norfolk Southern on UP on Norfolk Southern. And we live. I mean, we're about an hour from Shen, but that's still not that bad. It'd be kind of cool to see that. But on the flip side, I'm concerned about like people's jobs, and I feel like that would take away jobs, and merging that would just make things a whole monopoly. And I really don't think that's good for the railroad. With that being said, the CP and KC, like KCS, pretty sure KCS is like a smaller class 1 anyway, so that was okay. But Norfolk Southern's huge, just like Union Pacific. So
yeah, I mean, for me, and what do I know? But I mean, part of me would be excited because it opens up a slight little window that could make it possible for some of Union Pacific steam locomotives to make it east.
That's true.
But historically speaking, a lot of the issues with, some of the diversity and variety of railroads started with the consolidation of a lot of the smaller railroads into class 1s in the 80s. And we only have so many class 1s. I think like 6 right now, maybe even 5.
CSX. Yeah, you keep talking.
And we would end up consolidating that down to either 5 or 4. And that's not ideal. I mean, less competition means that businesses have less choice, which means rates can go up and they can either just switch to trucking, which a lot of companies unfortunately are switching to trucking,
especially with the locals or short lines.
And, I don't want to see small rail lines die. I want to keep seeing more short lines, more smaller railroads, more class 2s.
Yes.
Class 1s are also subject to much stricter regulations, which is good and bad. But, for seeing older locomotive power, that's really bad. Because class 2s and class 3 railroads do not have to follow the same pollution regulations, etc., as the larger class 1s, which means we get to see older power. And, it's two class 1s merging, so what? It's not that big of a deal, but at the same time, I would like to see them broken up a little bit more, only for the variety aspect.
Buckskin 1290, welcome.
Ahoy there.
Let's see. I'm gonna get my phone because. Oh, by the way, like I said, this is a Q&A.
Yeah, ask us anything.
Ask us anything for sure. Like, I'm cool talking. Eventually, like, somewhere in this video, we're gonna kind of show you. Well, I actually don't know how you do your stuff, but you guys will see how I do my things, and I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek of my end of the year special, just a little bit. How do you people BNSF H1s? Oh, well, that's a good question. Well, we live on the East Coast, so H1-9s H1 locomotives on BNSF rarely come in our area. The only chance that we really would have to have a H1 BNSF locomotive come to like Maryland, because that's where we are, would be on a grain train. There's a grain train that runs technically from North Dakota to Brunswick, Maryland, but on CSX it runs from Chicago, and it's G111. That's what's on G111, G110. Occasionally that will have an H1 locomotive on it, and actually, I got to see one in 2022, but that was up in Pennsylvania, but it was still a G111. So it can happen, but very, very seldom. If you want to see an H1, probably best your rail fan BNSF in the Midwest.
And how do you get to know where they are? Well, there's this fabulous app on my phone. I'll show it here. It is called Heritage Units, which I do not know if it's going to even come across. But if you look it up, you create an account, you can look by railroad, by whatever you want to search for. So CSX now has YN2 locomotives tracked.
Yep.
BNSF has H1 locomotives tracked. They have all the heritage units, any special interest locomotives, and it's based on people like the old man guy and I going out, filming these trains or watching a live stream camera and making a post of exactly where it was and when you saw it, so you can do your best to try and track where the train is.
Yeah, that's true. And I'll admit, like, it's not always accurate, but it's still nice that, like, people post out.
It gives you more of a heads up than if you didn't have it.
That's true. All right, let's see. So H1s, let's see. Why are they still coming on the West Coast talking about H1s? I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if they're common on the West Coast, but I know they're way more common than out here.
Yeah. Mind if I cut it?
Go for it. I don't care.
The reason being is BNSF does not come to the East Coast. So anything really east of the Mississippi, BNSF rarely comes over here for the most part, with a little bit of exception. But especially like east of the Ohio River, yeah, good luck seeing. That's BNSF is not anywhere near here. I almost said it's BNSF territory. It's CSX and NS territory. Yeah. You look at a map of the Class 1 railroads, BNSF is pretty much all west with Union Pacific, and CSX and NS are East Coast. CN is kind of just in the north, as well as CP, but CP is more on the west and CN's more on the east.
Exactly.
And that's all backwards because we're in a video.
Yeah. Well, I remember, so in 2021, I actually went out west to California. I wasn't out to catch trains, but I saw a few, and I did see a handful of H1s on trains, so I'm sure there's a good amount out there. It's maybe not as many as like YN2s, but yeah. All right, let's see. I'm gonna Buckskin. Hold on a second. Johnny asks, will any of the Class 1s paint the locomotives in the bicentennial paint scheme? Well, I know that the Wheeling in Lake Erie has a bicentennial locomotive painted in 1776. I don't know. It would be cool if Class 1s did, like a bicentennial, but
I know lots of Class 2s are and Class
Uh-huh.
3s. The Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern is even getting a steam locomotive together. Not the 2102, but I believe the 2101
yeah.
in a bicentennial, well, whatever centennial, because it's 250 years.
Mhm.
So it's not 200, but they're getting one together.
All right, let's see. How are the Y&2s doing?
Yeah,
Well, they're around.
there's one coming today on the Old Main.
There is. So the train that, see, there's actually 2 trains coming our way. Then one of them is a loaded mixed freight that has the We Are One unit, 4720, third out, I believe. And then the other one has the Atlantic Coastline leading, but behind it is a YN2. So YN2s, I'll be honest, YN2s, like, they're still around. Pretty, like, there is probably 100-ish around, but
I'm looking at, I
you got it up.
My favorite tool is the CSX Bull Sheet. It's ran by a man named Alan Brougham. He's a great guy. Very nice. I haven't actually met him, but I have corresponded with him extensively because whenever I see a locomotive on his roster that has a paint change, I send a picture and report it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it thinks his page is in Welsh. But if I go to the main page, it'll tell me all of the locomotives on the roster that are YN2, which we have number 5, 19, number 28, number 30, number 32, 35, 38, 40, 52, 63, 73, 74, 81, number 100, number 104, 110, 113, 115. All these are YN2. 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 124, 128, 133, 135, still all YN2. 136, 139, 140, 142, 43, 47, 48, 154, 158, 159, 210, 211, 213, 214, 224, 228, 231. There's still a great number of locomotives. I mean, this page goes on and on. There's still a bunch of YN2-8s and -9s. They're just not really in service actively, but they're around.
There's a few that are, actually. There's a few of them. So I know I have some friends that live like down in, well, Facebook friends that live down like in Georgia and Florida, and there are YN2-9s that are like stuck on a local down there, which is pretty cool. And for those who may remember, so CSX around PSR is when they started like retiring a lot of their old locomotives, but then 2021 they kind of had a power shortage, so they reactivated a lot of their -8s and -9s for a few years, and then I think early 2024 is when they started to put them back into storage. But there's still a few that are running out, but most of them are not in YN2. But yeah, there's a good amount of YN2s out there. But I will say, because I've been rail fanning since 2020, which isn't a long time, but I can say, just thinking about from then to now, the amount of, I mean, I don't go out for as many trains as I used to just because I have a job, like a full-time job now. But I can tell you this much. Like, I was looking through my phone just randomly to see how many YN2 engines I've seen lead. And I think this year I've only seen like 3. And I've seen a good amount of trains. Like, I saw one leading, I think, like early December on the Old Main. And that was like a lucky catch. And then I caught one also like back in August. And then before that, I don't even know when the last YN2 I saw was leading. So, I've seen them. Like, they're around, but get them when you can. That's all I can say. It's kind of like the NS-9s. Let's see. Anything else? MDOR 2005. Yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. GNW. Yep, GNW does bicentennial. The BNP actually has one, I believe.
They have a couple.
Mm-hmm. They have a few. Let's see. Why didn't all the -8s and -9s get assigned to local service? Probably because they didn't need to. Like, CSX is still using a lot of their like old Jeeps and SD. Well, usually the GP38s, GP40s are using the locals. In fact, we actually saw a local this morning that had a GP40-2 on it, 6490. Yeah, 6490, which is XCNO.
Well, there's also another big reason why they haven't been moved over. The -8 locomotive and the -9 are both significantly heavier than the older GP locomotives. So a GP40-2, it weighs probably, I'm looking on Google, 245,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But A Dash 8 or a Dash 9 weighs about 410,000 pounds. A lot of locals operate on really old, seldom used track. That puts a lot of stress on the rails, a lot of stress on the ties.
Yep.
It requires those smaller railroads and those smaller local lines have a lot of upgrades, which like the Mount Airy Loop can barely get by with it, but that's like 100-year-old rail, and it really shouldn't be having that every day. And even if it does, speed restrictions are
They go slow.
They have to go like 5 miles an hour. They can't go as fast as a GP40 would. I mean, the weight is significant.
But here's what's weird about that, because yes, that while that is very true that they only use Dash 8s, Dash 9s, they have used GEVOs on the locals often, but I think, I'll be honest, it's just because that's what's available in the Brunswick yard. Like, that's where they get their power from. Although in Brunswick right now, this is unrelated, but there's actually a bunch of retired like Dash 8s, Dash 9s, EMDs galore in the yard because they were I think they were trying to empty the Cumberland yard to make space for like a new hump yard or something. They like made it smaller. That could be completely unrelated, but they did that like a year ago. But I was away. I was at Slippery Rock, so I couldn't see it. Will UP40? What are you gonna say?
I actually had an answer to that one. Will UP4014
I'll be right back.
make it to the East Coast? So it hasn't been formally announced, but Union Pacific is expecting to do a 250th anniversary of the U.S. tour coast to coast, which coast to coast does mean the East Coast, but we don't know where. We don't know if it'll be D.C. or Maryland, that area, or up to the Northeast Corridor, which would be amazing. But they're supposed to be doing a coast-to-coast thing. They just haven't announced it yet, and the best place would be to look at the Union Pacific Steam Club website to see if there's an update, which I actually have it up on my computer here. That's why I'm looking down at my lap awkwardly. I'm trying to look up information, answer your guys' questions.
All right, let's see. I got two more questions. Buckskin. Why get the white and twos while you still can? There's still tons of them out there. There's tons of see, you can say that now. You can certainly say that now, but a few years from now, you're gonna be looking back and be like, man, I missed out on those chances. And that's kind of what I said with Norfolk Southern with their Dash 9s. I was like, there's still plenty of them out there. Like I remember going to Homestead like 2 or 3 years ago and seeing a non-horse, like a thoroughbred Dash 9 leading them. I was like, oh, well, that's pretty cool, but they're still around. Yeah, now there's like none active. There's a good amount of like regular Dash 9s and a few on the white face, but like, yeah, there's like barely any Dash 9s. Jake, am I going out for 372 and C792? I don't know. I mean, I want this live stream. I mean, we start at noon. We'll probably go until, I don't know, maybe like either 1 or 1:30.
Yeah, and
then we could probably go for it.
Because I do want to see 372. It has the We Are One unit, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen it in the dark with the old main guy, but I want to see it in daylight, maybe even from above. So we'll see what we can do about that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. BNSF war bonnet's been regulated to yard service. Yes, that is true. I do know that. So if you want to see a war bonnet, like an actual war bonnet, which I've gotten I got very lucky and saw one once on Norfolk Southern. I actually saw it in East Palestine or around that area. And that was before the explosion happened. But anyways, yeah, if you want to see a war bonnet, you got to go to like a BNSF yard. KCS retired the holiday train. That sucks. Well, to be fair.
Well, KCS is retired.
I was going to say KCS themselves are retired. So, and so speaking of Kansas City, well, it's funny. Anything Kansas City related is getting retired. The Chiefs dynasty hopefully is getting retired. The Chiefs are actually moving out of Kansas City, Missouri, moving to Kansas. Haha. And then Travis Kelce's retiring. Yay. I think. Sorry to get – I had to put the sports right. I just hate the Chiefs. I don't know why most CSX Dash 9s never got reactivated. Or Dash 8s. Because they – honestly, I'll tell you why. It's because the Macs are getting upgraded. Because they're using – because, like, they didn't have – when they got – oh, my gosh, I can't speak. When they got reactivated, there was a shortage, and we didn't really have many of those Mac rebuilds. But now that we've gotten, like, the – regular Max and the Flare Max rebuilt. I don't know. That would be my guess. I don't know.
Yeah, my guess is just they are pushing 35 years old. That is old, but like EMDs are,
sorry.
EMDs are older, but they have a lot of support for them. Dash 8s, I mean, GE hasn't been as good about EMD, about supporting their older locomotives, not locomotive. That's what I was about to say.
Booga booga.
Whereas, EMD's working really hard to help you rebuild them and all of that. GE wants to sell you new Tier 4 locomotives. I mean, so Class 1s, they haven't... GE is the winner of that space right now.
Mm-hmm. Of the new stuff. Because, like, look at the Tier 4 EMDs, the Tier 4 Aces. Those aren't doing well at all. Like, they sound interesting. They sound like a truck because it's a Caterpillar engine in them. But, like, no. Those aren't going to last. That's why we're seeing a lot of, like, the SD70 Aces and that stuff. Those stuff's breaking down. But the old EMDs, if you keep them in good shape, they will run. Johnny, Tampa Bay's not even going to make the playoffs. Come on now. You know the Panthers are going to win the division. All right, I'm going to do a timeout of this right now. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how I edit my videos. And this is going to be kind of tough. So, oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this. I'm trying to get this up here. But anyways, on my phone, I guess, because I was going to talk about this. This is how I, and maybe you, edit your YouTube videos. So on my phone, because yes, I'm actually streaming from my computer right now.
No, I can't.
You do anything?
I was trying to see if I could get it to focus.
It's okay. I have this app on my phone called UCut. There's also an app called CapCut. You could use that for videos as well. So what I do is I go on my phone. I have oh gosh, you can barely. You can see like a little silhouette of the videos. That's just all this stuff on my phone. Non-train stuff, but there's some train videos. You can't really. Oh gosh, those are cursed videos. There we go. Down here you can see like more trains. Right. Let's see. Where's my finger? I don't even know. But these pictures up here, that's actually a Union Pacific train in Frederick that I caught not too long ago, which was pretty cool. I don't even know. But anyways, you're using your phone to stream. Oh gosh. But anyways, so what I do is I go into my gallery on my phone because I do use my phone to film. You do too. And then I go onto UCut. It's a shame that I can't show you guys this because of how bad it is. But anyways, I go in UCut. There's a button. Actually, if I kind of tilt it like this, you can kind of see. This button in the middle, it's like a plus button. You hit that to create. And then this orange button up here says new project. So I click onto that, and then I like scroll into my videos. You can kind of see this. Click on like whatever. I have my intro here into my other videos, and I put it together. Usually I do a little bit of editing as well. Like I adjust the saturation or brightness if it's a night shot or whatever. Then I make sure it's in 1080-60 because that's what my phone films in anyways. I could make it a 2160, but then it would take longer to upload. So I just do 1080-60, but that's still a clear, clean shot. So then I go to YouTube, and then once I do that on YouTube, like I edit my thumbnail. I do that through an app called YouTube Studio. Also, and then like I of course write the description, write the title. I put it in my playlists. You guys know that both of us have a lot of playlists. And then if the video is like a longer video with like a chase video or something, I'll put chapters. Just like my end of the year special, like a longer video that just is very involved. I'll put chapters in there, and I'll go back, watch my footage, and make sure to select write the timestamps and stuff. And by the way, if you want to know how to do timestamps, just watch a YouTube video. They will help you out a lot. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit on a tangent, but I'm just trying to tell you what I do. And then the last thing I do, sometimes I put in like tags as well. Like I put like trains, CSX trains, EMDs, or whatever it is involved in the video. And that kind of helps the video get boosted a little bit with views and stuff. Not that I'm all for that, but it's nice to have views. So that's kind of what I do.
And I think a lot of that, no offense to you, you started out with, before CapCut, it was Power Director.
Power Director. Don't use Power Director.
It puts that whole thumbnail and all of that.
Bad.
I started from the beginning with UCut. What I wanted to do was, I saw how you were doing things, because you started before me, and I'm a cautious person. I was really against posting my videos on YouTube, but I decided there's no harm in it. It's documenting the history. And so I, from the beginning, didn't like how Power Director was in the corner of all your videos. So
Bad
I
watermark,
found
nope.
the UCut app. I do the same thing. I put my footage in. I put whatever picture I want to be the thumbnail.
Yep.
And then I chose what font I want to use. That's how I do my text. I do the same thing. I can edit a little bit to get the coloring where it needs to be based on if it was dark or not.
Yeah.
Upload it. A lot of my videos coming up are going to be in 4K, 4K 30,
That's
2160 30. But I have a bunch of older videos in 1080 30 and 1080 60. I still have a ton of Alco videos. I still have GE Super 7s. I still have the SWP. I still have like 3 wheeling chases. There's so many things that I have seen that I have yet to post. And I keep saying I'll get to it, but I catch so many things day to day that's like 2 years ago, and I have to go in my backlog and pull them out, which I am working on.
Yep.
Every single month, I have a video out for 2026. It's just scheduled, not uploaded yet. But while it's uploaded, it's just not public yet. And I'm working on a second video for each month. I'll try and get a third or a fourth for each month over the next couple of days. Just get that content out so you guys have cool videos to watch, things that you haven't seen before on the Old Main Guy's channel or anyone else's channel. So yeah,
you guys bet.
There's some questions in.
I know, but no, this is great. You guys better watch this. You guys better watch these videos because I'm telling you, I haven't even seen all of them, but I know of some of your adventures. Like some of, and can I spoil a little bit of it?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of did. Some of it's down in this area. Some of it, you made a Pittsburgh trip, and you got to stuff that I couldn't see because I was in school and the trains ran during the weekend. I'm not going to skip class for a train as much as I would love to do that. I care way more about my career, but yeah, you saw a lot of good stuff, and I'm excited to see a lot of that on YouTube, and hopefully we'll get you to 1,000 subs because you're almost at 800, and I got to 1,000 last January. That was cool. So all right, sorry.
Real quick before we get into questions, one more thing. Yeah, I have a lot of these good videos, and I know it would be good to post them now and maybe get me some momentum, but I want to build the momentum first and then post the good stuff.
Yes.
So I'm going to be posting very regularly. And I think I got some of the very last times certain trains will ever run. I was able to get a shot of Alcos going up to Falconer, New York, the very last time.
Yep.
And my favorite part of that, which I need to edit together into a video, I was able to get them coming back into the yard and closing the garage door on the locomotives and turning the locomotive off. And that was the last time they ever ran.
Yep.
Which, if that's not documentation of history, I mean, it's sad. But to see them pull into the garage and the yard, close the door, shut out the lights, it's over. It's done. That's the end.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. I know. Like, I'm so excited. And not to mention that one locomotive that I forgot whatever that like lighter paint scheme was, that's now on a different railroad now. So WMYP is getting rid of their Alcos. So replacing with GP15s from UP. All right, questions. Jake said, how do you feel about Lamar taking himself out of the game? Lamar's lazy. I'm sorry. Like, I like the guy. He's fun to watch, but these guys may have seen some of my Ravens up there. Best Ravens quarterback of all time is Joe Flacco, and I will stand by that forever. I was at this same spot right now when I watched the Ravens win the Super Bowl when I was 10 years old. And my gosh, that's a moment I will never forget. Lamar is never winning a Super Bowl with us. It sucks. I don't want to. I don't want to. No. Sorry. I don't want to win hot dogs in Super Bowl. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. That's our inside jokes. But no, Lamar's not winning a Super Bowl with us. He's lazy. All right, let's see. UP has been retiring the SD70Ms. Yeah, that's true. Can the SD40-2 last long on the ES44DC? Maybe. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, my comment on that would be,
I say yes.
They have lasted longer.
Yeah, they already have.
But going into the future, the thing that complicates it is emissions regulations.
Uh-huh.
SD40s are easier to maintain, cheaper to run, roughly, because they don't have advanced emissions equipment from the government.
Correct.
The government mandates it. The government doesn't put it on the locomotives. But the problem with that is they're big polluters. They're two-stroke diesels. And the four-stroke diesels that are in the GEs are much cleaner. However, they're a lot more complicated, harder to maintain, and they probably will be running 30 or 40 years from now because they have no other choice. But SD40s will be pretty much gone.
Sadly.
Because, I mean, they unfortunately pollute too much relative to, you know, the newer stuff.
Get them all you can.
But that's also the interesting thing. Locomotives are no longer really being purchased new across class ones. So if you look 20-something years ago, a good percentage of locomotives were being purchased year after year after year. I mean, we got the AC44s, then we got the ES44s, then we got all of that through CSX, and they were purchased new consistently.
Yep.
Now, CSX, which is what I know the best, NS, UP, BNSF, they're not buying new. They're rebuilding what they have. Because one, it's cheaper.
Yep.
Two, it's going to be more reliable. Tier 4 is the current highest emission standard from the federal government, and people might think it's only a train thing. It applies to any diesel engine over 25 horsepower. I work with buses. I've worked with trucks. And these systems are what shut us down day in and day out, because a sensor goes bad, it says it's polluting too much, and it shuts down the whole engine, or limits your power, or slows you down.
It's just like when PTC goes out.
And
same deal.
There's no getting around it. There's no turning off the PTC. There's no turning off the software. That is a federal crime. So railroads have to abide by it, and it does make a cleaner environment, and I can't be against that, but it's way less efficient, and it's a pain in the butt.
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned the non-buses, and guys, I'm getting the questions. Yeah, I mean, we have a snowblower at our house that's like older than me.
Well, is it a diesel? Because otherwise it won't apply to Tier 4.
No, but
it does have stricter emissions, right?
That's the thing. It's like they don't make them the way they used to. So, like, we're going to try to keep them out. All right, let's see. Have we seen the CSX training train? So that is, to give you context, there's a locomotive, but it's not really a locomotive. It's number 911343. It's like a Mac, but like it's like a B unit.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
And
we have not seen it yet. I
wanted to see it. I went to Germantown to see it, and they pulled it off of, I think it was M410,
M408, whatever it was.
One of
those.
416. They pulled it off 416 in Virginia.
Benning Yard in DC.
And so I was sitting there waiting for it, and the train came through, and I was like, what in the world? Where is it?
It broke off.
So I knew it didn't go run off on its own with no no prime mover.
Johnny, Lamar Jackson will not be wearing a Dolphins jersey next year. Tua will not be the Ravens quarterback. I don't want an ABC CTE player on my team. Sorry. That was kind of mean. But Tua Tagovailoa, yeah, with a guy that has so many concussions and with the Ravens having zero O-line, yeah, we are not trading Lamar for Tua. That would be funny, but it wouldn't happen. Jake said, why am I wearing the same clothes as last year? What can I say? I just know what to wear.
He just never changes clothes.
No, I don't. I'm
he
disgusting.
wears the same thing every day.
I'm disgusting. Hey, Jake, if you're still watching, where is M372 and M792? So we have an idea. CN rebuilds. Oh, yeah, they do. And actually, funny you mention that because CN is rebuilding. They've already have done some rebuilding of their EMD SD75Is, which we have seen on ethanol trains. They look good, too, the rebuilds. On the tracks. I got to keep this PG. Come on, jerk. I'll call you jerk instead of Jake. I've done it before.
Yeah, you can't be calling out jerk like that.
Jerk Lee. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. That's embarrassing. You're going to make this into an edited video at some point. gosh. But yeah, as I was saying, the CN SD75Is are being rebuilt into SD75 ICCs, I believe. Stop screaming and swearing. It's annoying. You're annoying. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Who's swearing? We've swear.
Exactly. We haven't sweared. You want to hear real swearing? Just kidding. I won't do it in this video.
I swear we won't swear. That's a real swear.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, as I was saying, the SD75Is have been rebuilt. The 75Is are numbered between like 56 something to 5,800, and now when they're rebuilt, they're in like the 8,300s. So it would be nice to see one on an ethanol train. I think they even have marker lights, if I'm not mistaken. Buckskin, I don't know if you can confirm that or not, but yeah, that was funny.
Let's see. Yeah, BNSF is the only outlier really buying new, which be interesting to see how long that goes on. As I know, BNSF is replacing a lot of its older locomotives slowly over time. They've been making it to a lot of like leasing companies and to a lot of Genesee and Wyoming railroads, I believe. Ex-BNSF locomotives like Dash
BNP?
9s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Will the S70M-2 ever be rebuilt into an Ace? Okay, so for that one, I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. I would guess no, but I honestly, I don't know. I really do not know for sure.
And 7 years ago.
But with the, let's see, the ES44DCs, yes, I think they are going to upgrade them to some degree. I don't know if they're going to make them ES44ACs or something else, but I did hear about that. So that would be pretty cool. And honestly, I've heard, I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but I've heard from some people that the ES44DCs are pretty reliable on that. Okay, if 372s by Shen, let's see, well, it's 12:42 now. Okay. I'd probably get here around 2:15, 2:30.
Yeah,
we got
like
time.
an hour and a half or more if we go east.
I think, yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I mean, we're about 42 minutes in. We're probably we'll probably go for another like hour-ish, maybe. I don't know. Because I do want to see 372 and 4 and season 92. Thank you again for your update.
Now I just have to really quick check.
Oh, you're gonna go for them? Well, maybe you can meet us up. That would be awesome. CN is
just text me. But I am looking at the snow forecast.
Oh, okay, yeah, because there is a little bit of iffiness because this will determine whether or not we go for it or not.
We're having some ice baby coming through the area. However, I'm looking at the map. So the Old Main falls right through the heaviest band, which is great. Unless we go over towards Woodstock, which I'm not against going to Woodstock.
You sure that's not going to get hit?
As for right now, it's getting missed, so that's for now. We will see.
We'll keep an eye on it. BNSF getting rid of no. I think BNSF. Well, no, they got rid of some of their Dash 9s. Like they sold them to NS, I think.
And the BMP.
Yeah.
Oh, Genesee and Wyoming.
Same thing. I don't call the Maryland Midland G&W. Maryland Midland. Which we were going to go for today, but they didn't run the Stone train. And the UBHF is nice to go for, but it's kind of out of the way. But the Stone train, I live like 15, 20 minutes from Westminster, so that's pretty convenient. Actually, we're even closer to New Windsor. That's probably the closest crossing. BNSF can be slow with retirements. Yeah. I mean, anyone's going to be slow. BNSF has the most active Dash 8s. I didn't even know they had. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I didn't know that. Guys, I'll be back. I got to bring a special guest down.
Okay. Well,
you can keep talking to them. Maybe talk to them about maybe a sneak peek or two. I don't know. I'll be right back, guys. Shouldn't take me long.
So, as you all may or may not know, I'm Old Main Productions on YouTube. I'm a close friend of the old main guys. Does anyone have any questions for me? I guess for right now, I'm working on a whole mess of videos that should be pretty interesting. I'll see if I can pull one up, but I think the next one I'm going to edit, I kind of teased a long time ago in a short, if I can find it. And I'll see if anyone can tell what it is by the iconic horn of this locomotive. So let me just...
Howdy there, guys. Bad horn.
So this is the next one I'm working on. This will not be the next one out. I'm thinking this will either go on Valentine's Day or the day after. Just because who doesn't love a fouled horn? I mean, they're annoying, they're a little bit terrible, but something to make you laugh. Yeah. Buckskin, what are your questions?
All right.
Let's see. And the old man guys dragging down a guest against their will.
Oh, I have something in my hand. I don't know what it is. Oh, guys, look. Look at what I have. I have an animal. Say hello to my cat.
Say hello to my cat.
Oh,
Hi, you're a good cat.
Hi, cat. This is Camden, guys. There was a video a few years ago. Hi, cat. That Camden was in my video when he was like not even 1, and now he's 4. He was actually taking a nap. That's why he doesn't come down. He did not want to be with me, but it's okay. Yeah, here's my dog. He's awesome.
Your cat named dog.
My cat named dog. Yeah, Camden. And yes, you guys probably know I'm an Orioles fan. Camden is named after Camden Yards. He is a cockapoo. That is his breed, a mixture between a Cocker Spaniel and a poodle. He is almost 5 years old, somehow. He almost 5 years old, good puppy. Give him kisses. I also have a little bit of a cookie for him. This is his cookie. Here, Ken, do you want this? Hey. There you go. Yeah, he's going to chew right in your face. Camden is awesome. He is a great dog.
He's my favorite cat that you have.
Favorite cat? Yeah, I know. I used to have a cat, as you guys know.
You mean a dog named Disney?
I did have a dog named Disney, a cat named Camden. See, D&D and CNC, it's perfect. Yeah. Camden, I just wanted to bring him on this chat. Hey,
I guess this might be...
He's gonna go away. Bye, Cam. Oh, yeah, he definitely wants to leave. All right, bye, Camden. Oh, he's fine. He's on my lap.
But I guess this is also a sneak peek, one of my future videos, because it's my...
oh, yes. Okay.
Which that's looking at pretty terrible, but you might just say, well, why do I care about a CSX Jiva? Well, there's some BNSF power behind it. So that is also something that is to look out for. It was in the snow and deer almost got hit by the train. It's an exciting little video of train pulling out of the siding.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, that was a M411 or whatever it was, I think. Yeah, because that was when we didn't have 372 or 371 because it was rerouted up to Norfolk Southern due to the Howard Street Tunnel. I guess I should talk a little bit about my end of the year special. So as you guys know, maybe you can get a little bit of an idea of this. So here's what I do for my end of the year special videos. Wait, did we answer this last question? Do you know why BNSF isn't rebuilding their Dash 9s?
I
don't think we
know
did.
that answer.
Let's answer. I don't know either. I really don't. I have no clue.
I mean, I guess they might just be trying to put more effort towards their AC traction, but that's just me saying stuff. That's not based in me actually having an inside source of information.
Yeah. I'm just a rail fan. I know nothing.
Warren Buffett, I mean, Berkshire Hathaway, they do their own thing.
Berkshire? Is it Berkshire? The ball went to the ball went for S3 class Berkshire steam locomotive. Which, by the way, I'm good. Oh, by the way, I'm getting. See, this is what happens when you have ADHD, guys. I do have ADHD. In case you can't tell. speaking of Berkshire, the Ball 1284 SJ class Berkshire steam locomotive, the 1225 Peter Marquette is the real Polar Express from the movie, but it's a real engine. And I saw its best friend back in April, the 765, which was fantastic. But as I was saying, that train runs in Owasso, Michigan, which is like 6-7 hours away. So maybe longer than that. So one day I would love it if we could go up and see the Polar Express, but I don't know. That's kind of a wish. But that is my favorite Christmas movie. All right, so back to what I was saying. The end of the year special. Camden is just sniffing around. He's the best cat in the world, you know. Jeez. I'm gonna go back and watch this and be like, oh my gosh, I'm such a mess. But in all seriousness, so my end of the year special, yeah, I've been doing it since 2021. I think it's a fun little tradition, you know, to put something together and seeing how I've grown over the past years of editing as a YouTuber. I think it's great. I mean, my first one was like an hour and a half long. It was stupid, but still, I mean, it was fun to do. And then, you know, the last few years have been much better, like around 45 minutes, which is still long, but it's not that bad. But yeah, I guess I might as well spoil it a little bit. So this year's end of the year special will be on December 31st because I try to put it that way. Now that I'm not posting every day, like that's a video that I'll be honest, like no matter what, I'm just gonna put it on the 31st because why not?
Yeah.
This year, and I think I already told you this, but this year's focus is going to be on locomotives I've seen lead. Because 2025, because of this is a big year for me. Like I graduated college, graduated Slippery Rock, got a full-time job. Great things are happening. I mean, you and I both did the same thing. So
No, not Slippery Rock.
well, but
same idea.
yeah,
Both graduated school and got
Got
full-time
a job.
jobs and working hard and making money and doing good things.
but that's the thing. I mean, while that is all great and important, by doing that has taken away our time to go out for trains as much. But now that we're on winter break, we have more time to go out for stuff like 372. But
Or for me to frickin' post something.
right, exactly.
Which I have,
But
was something I want to talk about at some point is what I have up on my screen.
oh yeah, we're gonna get I'm actually glad you put. I was looking at that. I'm like, yeah, that's great. And so the end of the year special is gonna be top 10 best locomotives I've seen lead trains. And all I can say is I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but I'm a sucker for steam locomotives. Because why not? I mean, come on, that's like the first trains ever made, steam locomotives. So like, of course. I mean, I like diesel too. Diesel's awesome. Diesel locomotives are great. It's all trains, but I just the sophistication and the effort to include a steam locomotive to maintain, preserve, and run a steam. Camden, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, she's
cat.
Dang cat. To operate a steam locomotive is pretty impressive. Okay. Buckskin, I honestly do not know. I have zero clue. Like again, I don't work for the railroad. I don't really know that much about BNSF, so it could be just their decision to make it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. First thing, enjoy your 762. Yeah, the CSX new signal aspect. So CSX has a new signal aspect. Danny Harmon, distance signal, posted it on his channel. It was like red over flashing yellow over flashing green. I forgot what it's called, but it was pretty interesting. And let's see, Milwaukee Rail fan said, "Are we talking 1309?" Maybe. Might be talking about 1309. Yeah, we are. Of course, we're talking 1309. Biggest steam locomotive on the East Coast, and it's in Maryland. She's not operating right now because they usually give her like a few weeks off, like in December, and then she'll come back like the first weekend of January. But yeah, 1309 will definitely be on there. But there's also some really unique diesel engines on there. For example, like I like heritage units, and there will be heritage units on there, but I try to favor some of the older engines over the heritage units. In fact, you will see, okay, I'll say this much, fine. You will see 765 and 1309 in the video, but you will also see the diesels that were pushing those trains, because both of those diesels were pretty unique. And Jake, okay, you told me it's already sleeting.
Yeah, well, it's been.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't. We'll play it
We'll
by
see
ear.
what it's like when we get out there.
Buckskin, NS. I don't think NS has it. Oh well, but they have Dash 9s. Well, NS or Buckskin, they're just trying to rebuild their Dash 9s. Because like the C6Ms, they're, I don't know. That's just what they're doing. CSX is doing the same thing with the AC44s, but NS, I don't know how many Dash 9s they have in service left, but it's definitely less than 700. That's the thing. Why do they have so that's the thing. This Dash 9s, like CSX, I don't see CSX rebuilding their Dash 9s. I don't see them doing that. But that's what's interesting. CSX does not rebuild their Dash 9s. They rebuild their AC44s, but NS didn't have AC44s. So they rebuilt their Dash 9s into the AC44s.
I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, I feel like CSX would be more apt to give their Dash 9s to a company that is rebuilding them into AC44s like NS.
Well, there was a point in time, and we actually caught one of these. Remember those? It was like a blue and white unit, like a blue and gray unit, like a CEFX unit. Remember we were at Foley and we caught that snow train. That CEFX unit was third out, and you're like, "Oh, I want to post that suit." I think those were going like, I don't know where they came from. I think they were like CP or something, but they're going to NS or something. So I really don't know. Or they're going to CSX. I really don't know. Like that happened like a year or two ago, and then they kind of went away. Okay, good question. How many CPKC units have made our way to our area? Big fat zero. Absolutely none of them. And to be fair, that's because the only chances of them coming on our trains would be on a grain train or an ethanol train, probably, unless we get extremely lucky. And I'll be honest, we've had a lot of ethanol trains in the last few months. Very, very few foreign power. Very little. We had one that had Norfolk Southern, and that was just a GEVOs. And then there was another one that had 2 UPs that I caught. Hopefully that comes around soon again. I mean, last January we had a ethanol with 2 UPs up front and 2 BNSFs in the back, and that was pretty awesome. But yeah, no, we haven't had any CPKCs. We haven't even had any CPs or KCSs in our area in quite some time. Let's see. Most of the new Tier 4s seem like they head straight up to Canada and stay up there. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, but again, I don't know. Dash 9s or AC44s? Yes, I know. Yeah, they're the same thing, except AC44s are AC traction. That is very true. All right. Maybe any non-train questions? We've done a lot of train questions, which is great. It's a train channel. Oh, wait. You can ask them. Oh, wait, here's one.
Release the Witch.
Yeah.
From Jake.
That's going to be
I guess that's a little hint. I have a Halloween special for those on my channel that are adults to watch, that coming out on October 31st, which is Halloween, called Release the Witch. It involves a lot of unhinged clips of you and me shouting Release the Witch at trains.
Thanks, AI.
I guess you'll have something to look forward to then, but we'll have plenty of other videos to watch in between now and then that are serious and about trains. So that's, I think, my one funny video for the year, unless I think of an April Fool's video.
Yeah. All right, let's see. How about that polar bear? I'm assuming you're talking about Pete Alonso. Yeah, that made me pretty happy. I just saw the last comment. That made me pretty happy, man. I'll be honest, I was at my job and I looked down at my phone. A lot of things are happening right now in the background. I looked down on my watch and it said the Orioles just signed Polar Bear, and I nearly flipped my ever loving you know what. But that's seeing the Orioles make a splash move like that, a big name like Pete Alonso. Oh my goodness! I suddenly have hope for Mike Elias and the Orioles again. Like, oh my gosh, maybe we'll be good again. I think we will be. So, that was awesome. Hopefully, we'll get someone else. All right, let's see. The old man guy sharts his shorts on the B&O. Yeah, that happened. That happened, but not in the old main line, thankfully. Let's see. Can you do a documentary on the CSX-9? Look, man, Old Main Productions and I have tried to do an old main line documentary for years, and we just keep forgetting about it. So, yeah, until we do that, that's probably not happening. We are officially over an hour in. Hey, shout out to the Pirates for doing so. I know the Pirates got Ryan O'Hearn and Brandon Lau.
Brandon Lau.
Are they trying to Brandon? But yeah, Brandon Lau, former Maryland Terp, Brandon Lau. Oh gosh, speaking of Maryland Terps, Testudo, Brandon Lau. That's where he went to college.
Freaking took his head off.
No,
He
it's
only
never.
showed the top. Do I have a Testudo on here?
I don't know.
I do not.
Why don't you show them your spreadsheet?
Well, I just restarted. My computer
Oh,
just
okay.
restarted.
Oh, okay.
But we've been working over the past several years, and we're very, very well behind.
Very behind, yeah.
But we started a while ago. Every single video we have ever caught and posted, we would put the locomotives in a spreadsheet. Now, I started doing this about 2 years into doing this, so I'm working 2 years behind, at least. And then it gets really crazy for me because I post so out of order, it's not even funny.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think coming up, I have a video that I caught the train like this month, and then I'm going to be jumping back 2 years. Then I'm going to go forward like 6 months and then back 2 years again, and then all around. But it's kind of creating our own roster, which yours is a bit more complete than mine, but yours is probably way more behind than mine.
It's more, well,
because I
we're
posted
all
less.
behind. Well, yeah.
But that's something that I wanted to do just to keep track of. Have I seen that locomotive before? I don't know. When did I see it? What video did I put it in? So that's that.
Thanks, Jake, for the update.
And I am going to most likely, I don't know. I have to pick what I'm going to post next, aside from what I already have picked. So if you guys want to have a little sneak peek, I can share a little bit. But I'm trying to think of
Okay, we're gonna slow down with the -9 comments for now. Okay, I love the -9 comments. I love the enthusiasm. But hold on. CSX got real -9s.
just not many of them.
Yeah, but they did.
I mean, CSX piloted the AC-44 at the same time that all other railroads were buying -9s because DC traction was the standard for the past like 50 to 75 years. And so it was proven, whereas -9s were the last little effort of that besides the ES40 DCs.
Yep.
But AC-44s were brand new, and CSX took a big risk in trying them out. And that risk paid off because they could use way less locomotives. They didn't need helper crews anymore.
Oh.
They were able to get a lot more done with the AC-44s. And then a whole bunch of other railroads were like, wait, we could have just spent a little bit more and got a better locomotive that can do almost double the work.
Yep.
And then they went, oh. So now they're rebuilding them into AC-44s, whereas CSX bought a couple and compared them against the AC-44s, and the AC-44s were way better.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I've heard.
What do you mean? Oh, why? I don't know. Why not? But they were -8. They have -8. What do you mean? Okay. All right. Buckskin, I'm putting you in timeout. Just timeout.
I mean, they did have -8 trucks, but that was what I would assume to be make it easier to, transfer the parts between what they already had.
There was
easier
another question
serviceability.
up there.
I mean, they didn't invest a ton into them because they were investing in the AC-44s, is my opinion. You can say I'm wrong, though.
You guys understand? I do. I understand. Yeah, no, I totally get it. No, I get it. I like the assessment -9s. I appreciate your questions, but we got it.
Guys understand.
Yeah. I totally do. I have a sister who has autism, so I get it. The old main guy is getting rage baited. Okay. David. Wait a minute. David asked a question about what railroad, in your opinion, has the coolest coal trains? CSX. I have to be biased here. But I don't know. Does CSX have the coolest coal trains?
what do you consider our area? Like the East Coast? Do you consider it here? Like CSX?
Well,
because we don't really have other railroads. I mean, except for NS maybe. But like I saw a really cool coal train on the BNP, but that's up in Pittsburgh. So is that our area or not? I don't know.
Keystone Division, yes. Yeah, I mean, well, I'll be honest. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I like CSX coal trains just give you that nostalgia. That's why I really like them, especially because the old main line gets a lot of them because of Curtis Bay and all that, and that. But that Grafton to Curtis Bay, that's like the busy. That's like the heaviest. We have like the heaviest coal traffic in the entire CSX line, which is awesome. It's really cool. But I'm gonna say this much: the BNSF and UP coal trains are cool just because like of where they go through like the desert areas and all that. But I'm actually going to give Norfolk Southern the win for their coal trains, and here's why. This is kind of an obvious answer. It's because they still have Conrail coal hoppers on some of their coal trains. Like I'm not a huge fan of like the gray like 5-bay trains, but like the Bethgons, the fact that they still use the Conrail coal hoppers, I think that's pretty cool. So true, NS coal trains are fire. Yeah, they are. They're awesome. And not to mention, they have done what CSX does. They double their coal trains, although they run 2x2, but it's okay because they don't have to deal with the grades. And when they do, they use the ACUs as helpers. So, but yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, I mean, it's like, oh, but you're biased. You live on the East Coast. You're Norfolk Southern CSX. Look, come on. I will say though, some CSX coal trains do have like we get like 3 bays sometimes and 4 bays and all that. So I think CSX wins from nostalgia.
Just for us personally, but like I don't know, the NS coal trains that go through Shen.
Company hoppers.
The NS coal trains that go through Shen are not my favorite. The NS coal trains that go through Homestead,
yes,
are definitely way better.
No. Well, what have I told you? That those coal trains that used to go through Shen don't go through Shen anymore. But there are coal trains that look like the ones through Pittsburgh that do now. So that's great. All right, let's see. Okay. Coal trains that have company hoppers. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm referring to. And almost all the CSX coal trains that we're going to, including the C792 that Jake's talking about, have those corporate hoppers. NS coal trains has a variety of power. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, sometimes they'll have all C6Ms. They also run their power weird. NS loves elephant style for some reason. I guess they like the movie Dumbo. I don't know.
I guess they just don't like. I guess they like running long and forward or flipping trains.
NS is weird, man. Like CSX is weird, but NS is really weird. Like, and then like there were times they run like a 12-car train, and they have a mid DPU. Like what? 2 engines up front, 1 in the middle, 11 cars. That actually happened once. But anyways, as I was saying about the power. Yeah, sometimes you have like those sometimes you have that. Sometimes you have aces on the coal trains. What I really like what happens is when they put a heritage unit in the front of the coal trains. Because I'll be honest, I love manifests because manifests are, they have the rolling stock and all that. But the nostalgia of coal trains, man, that just gets me. I love that. So when I prefer a heritage unit leading a coal train over a mixed freight, that's why I'm happy the ACL is leading C792. So, you would love to see the Powder River Basin coal trains. Jake, I actually don't know where those are, but that sounds pretty cool. Were you going to say something?
I was trying to think. Let me think.
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
I had favorite honker. I mean, train horn, I guess. Favorite honker. I got a few favorite train horns and steam whistles.
I think we have some infamous ones and some
386.
386 is infamous.
Train Seekers. Howdy, Brian. Long time no see. Totally didn't see you a few hours ago. What? 2x3x1? That's ridiculous.
I remembered seeing a 2x3.
You saw a 2x3. Oh, a 2x2x2.
Yeah, I did.
With me.
I did see a 2x2x2
because they had helpers on the back because they stalled. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But I think for like infamous train horns and whistles, we got the Chinese steam whistle
Chinese
video,
steam you guys have seen that in my past live streams.
and I guess 386.
There's a-
There's a lot of times you get really funny sounding horns that are only really during snow events
Oh yeah, the clogged horns.
because they get clogged.
Yeah.
But for famous ones, like good ones, I saw one yesterday that I think is a knockoff.
Oh,
Maybe not yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yep.
That was a knockoff of CSX 969's horn. Let me just play a clip.
It was 808.
CSX
Yesterday,
808.
808.
Guys, this is Old Man Production.
Cotton Belt GP60.
Of course, the quality is going to be
Tilted to the
terrible.
left. Tilted to the left.
Sounded great.
That is a narrow font K5HLA, a hybrid narrow font. Yeah, those are neat. CSX has a lot of those. Like that one, 969 has one of those. K5HLAs. There's a few others. There are some ES40 DCs that have some nice ones, like 5288 and 5284 are the K5HLBs that sound awesome. And then there's some others that have a K5HLA that I can't think about. 5316 maybe, I don't know. And then I really like CSX 397 as a P5. But I guess if we're talking about like train horns in general, not just locomotives, the P5 definitely one of my favorites. I like some of the Leslies. Some people say RS3L is their favorite. I actually prefer the RS5T just because it's a little bit deeper, and plus 3194 has that horn. But I like K5Hs a lot. Those sound pretty good. P3s don't sound bad. And I like and this is kind of like, oh, you're an ace foamer. K5 LLAs. Can't go wrong with the K5 LLA. So I would say those are probably my favorites. K5Hs are nice. I love the K5Hs on like I just picture like an old Dash 8 or a Dash 9. Or how about this, a BC Rail Dash 8, which rest in peace to all of those. All of those are hot. But in terms of steam whistles, I'm kind of biased towards the Strasbourg Railroad because number 90 has, oh gosh, are we doing this? 90 has that Reading 6 chime that sounds really, really good. But I think my favorite steam was, well, the Hooter whistles are interesting, but I don't know. I think my favorite steam whistle is probably the Hancock 3 chime because like that's like the staple of like big bad steam locomotive, you know. I know that's stupid, but like seriously, I do like the Hancock 3 chime. Who's on the right? This is my I don't know who's on the right. This Root. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
We got a good question. What's our favorite all-time spots for westbounds and eastbounds on the Old Main? So, I mean, for westbounds, I'm torn. I really like Morgan for westbounds because you have the siding there. You get to see train meets. That's my favorite train meet spot to get both at the same time, I would say.
You said Morgan? Yeah.
But for eastbounds, specific spot for eastbounds.
About 28 East Brunswick. Got it.
I mean,
I'm thinking
eastbounds, I think I really like either Old Mill Bottom or Iamsville.
Iamsville,
you get to see them coming up the grade. And westbounds, well, I don't know what my favorite westbound is. Woodstock, I think, is really cool for westbounds, but I've only seen one or two there.
What about here's one? What about Gaither?
Gaither,
good for lighting in the afternoon.
It's good for lighting, but the thing I don't like is the tracks are raised and there's no spot to get high up above.
That's true.
Watersville is better for eastbounds in that way.
Yeah.
I really have come to like English Muffin Way. That's
an
underrated spot that I didn't even know about because of my own ignorance.
The west end of the Old Main is pretty cool.
The east end too.
A good one is
we went to Daniels.
Daniels, yeah. So there's a in the Patapsco Valley State Park, you can actually like walk down the Daniel Road or whatever, and then get to there, like the dam Daniel, and then you can like go down and you can walk down to like where the water is, and then there's a westbound of Mount Airy.
Oh well, I guess we missed one.
They're gonna have to meet somewhere. Interesting. I wonder what that is. But as I was saying, what was I gonna say? I don't know. ADHD moment. Oh, wait! It's finally leaving.
Well, I'm glad we didn't stay.
Oh my gosh! You went to Daniels once? Yeah, Daniels is pretty cool. There's another like Newport Road also has like that same like area, but Daniels is way more open. But I would say for me, yeah, like eastbound shots. Yeah, definitely agree with Iamsville. Iamsville was excellent. 372 is already at Manor Wood. Wow, that's flying. Train meat. Oh yeah, meat train. Daniels. Yeah, Daniels is awesome for sure. I like.
I want to keep exploring around that area. There's a lot of hiking opportunities.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of trails that happen to parallel the tracks that are part of the actual park. So you're not trespassing, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but you're able to get some really neat shots. So I've a couple in mind. I really want to see the old B&O Railroad Bridge. I also would like to go towards St. Denis a little bit more and see what's going on towards the park that way. Because Baltimore and Ohio's filmed like Gun Road and all of that, but that's not exactly a spot that people are supposed to film at. So,
oh geez, Zilla. Yeah. Well, St. Denis is now open. Like, guys, it never closed. People were that was just to get all the idiots out. That was like 2 years ago. All right, let's see. I like gloves. My channel is about gloves. Sorry, I don't want to. Do you have any disposable plastic gloves, rubber gloves, clean? Yes, I have all of those things.
I was actually using
check your phone, apparently.
nitrile rubber gloves the other day because I was doing work on my dad's car, and it was very helpful when working with caustic chemicals.
No, what's this? He likes turtles because he's. Oh, that's nice. I like turtles. I also like trains. And to start my weekend for real thing December about 3 months ago, I got a lot of. I'm sorry, my transfers. I just had to be the know-it-all. Turtles maturing. What? Okay, this is getting really weird. But this is good. It's just like my other streams. I got really
falling off a cliff suddenly.
Yes, but yeah, the L&N. Yeah, I've seen that one a few times on the old main line.
We have the Grape coming through today.
The Grape. Yep, the Grape is at. What's so special about the Grinch song? Oh, so as a musician, first of all, as a musician, I very much enjoy making looking at different versions of songs. And there's this thing in music called negative harmony, and it's where like the pitches are literally switched around somehow. There's like a little bit of a wheel, and they like kind of like switch around like a circle.
Pull it up on your phone.
And there's a song. It's the Mr. Grinch, except it doesn't sound evil. It sounds very.
It's the opposite. So how
tortoises are good. Yeah, I agree.
Mr. Grinch sounds like kind of
just live
villainous.
Nostalgia.
Well,
thank you, William Rage too.
So I want you to pull up the Grinch in negative harmony for us so we can hear what the difference is and how absolutely wrong it sounds. Okay. But the old main guy's taking his time to pull it up.
I got this.
One thing I've learned
Colgate ad. Brush your teeth, guys.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel.
I am the Grinch. No, I'm not the opposite.
As a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch.
Bam.
You're a fat banana with
the old man doesn't brush his teeth. I have yellow teeth. I'm like the Grinch.
monster, Mr. Grinch.
This sounds so
Your
good.
heart's an empty hole. Your brain is
I do
full of
floss.
spiders. You've got garlic in your soul,
Mr.
Mr.
Grinch.
I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5 hole.
The Fortnite dance. Oh gosh.
Mr. Grinch, you have termites in
Your smile.
You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick
But
crocodile.
Mr. Grinch.
Given a choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile.
This is gonna sound so bad.
Mr. Grinch, you're a foul one. Mr. Grinch,
Oh.
you're a nasty smell.
Okay, that's enough.
All right. Well, it's almost over.
Socks, your soul is full of gum.
Mr.
Grinch.
Line kiln. Okay, so it's
Three
basically.
words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.
Oh God. It keeps going. I'm so sorry. All right, so can you do a weather check real quick to make sure? Because guys, there are two trains that we do want to see. It is 79 to. Okay. Oh my gosh. So as I was saying, yeah, hopefully we end up seeing this, but the weather might be too bad, so I don't know. Any other questions, guys? Any questions?
We do have.
Oh, you have your camera.
Yeah. I am really quick just getting stuff together because I know we're anticipating chasing a train.
No, I'm about chasing.
Well, maybe not chasing, but filming. And I want to be prepared
Ooh.
in advance.
Oh geez. It stalled after you stopped filming. Did you get trapped by it? I hope you didn't, Mike. All right, Jake, thank you for the updates. Just text me the updates if you can about the 372 and 792.
I know we have our good friend
That'd be
Jake
awesome.
out chasing it today, so thank you. We appreciate it.
We very much appreciate the updates. Cheese.
Nah, that didn't turn out as I wanted.
Gosh.
Let's see.
Brian, maybe you can meet up with us. I don't know. Meanwhile, Camden is just chilling on the. Oh, Camden got spoofed by that. Hang on, turn this around.
There we go.
Wait. Oh, no. As you can see, Camden is just.
He's the star of the show.
Yeah, there he is. He's just chilling.
But
All right. All right. Tell you
we're
what.
going to be getting going in a moment.
Yeah. How about we'll go into 1:30. We'll go into
Sounds
1:30ish. I think that's fine. Camden is a dog. He's a dog. Ben. Okay. Smart move, Mike. You film on the other side. That's a very smart move. That we've gotten lucky. We actually did almost see a train stall at that spot before. I think I was heading home from college, and then
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good trip home if the
no,
train stalled and trapped you.
that would have been horrible, horrible thing for this country. I don't know. Sorry, guys. So yeah, any more questions? I'm gonna head out soon. Ooh, UP's 2683 North. All right, we saw UP 2739. 9 JJ McCarthy. Haha. Aren't you glad the Packers don't have JJ McCarthy? And that you guys are in the playoffs. Hey, by the way, you're gonna beat the Ravens tomorrow. So but like I said, yeah, we saw 2739 a few weeks ago, maybe. So yeah. All right, but this has been a good live stream. Yeah, like I said, I'll either end it now or if there's any last minute questions, that's cool. Train songs. I do like some train songs like Shut Up Train and Runaway Train. Yep, see ya, David. My gosh. What other train songs? Oh, Long Black Train, Josh Turner. Wagon Wheel mentions train. I know I mean.
Yeah, lots of country songs mention trains, which it just kind of fits the vibe, but there's plenty of like other like classic rock songs that mention trains. A completely different vibe, but also I think it's well worth it. I always, as of recently, do my best to try and incorporate a train song in every YouTube short, at least for the past year or so, or a song that at least mentions trains.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, Old Mate Production. No, it's all good. 6'7", 6'7", 41, 6'7". Sorry, I had to. Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
I say 6. You say
7,
6.
7,
6.
7. But anyways, no. So we were at Five Guys, and that's actually what this was in the bag. It's just Five Guys fries because they really load them up. And
our order came out to be
$41.67. Like, we're not even making this
and
up.
he just freaking did that to the cashier.
Yeah,
Like,
I did.
Without unironically says, "Did you just know what you said?" And he freaking started doing the 6-7 thing to this poor lady. And turns out the order was only 41.
Yeah, it was not 41.67.
She said 60 cents.
60 cents.
And she just looked. I laughed.
So, yeah, that's how I can be. So, yeah, can you clean that up really quick? It's horrible. Anyways, guys, yeah, thank you. This has been a fun 90 minutes. Pretty active stream. I mean, not crazy active, but hey, I'll take the questions. Any other questions aside from 67?
Do you think Old Main Productions should do a live stream? Let's ask the audience. So
Yeah, what do we think? Do you think Old Man Production should do a live stream? I'd say yes. I think that would be awesome. Even if I'm not involved, you should definitely do one.
Okay, well,
Maybe a tracks live stream, but maybe find a spot that has good internet. So, like, not some spots in the Old Main. Maybe Mill Bottom. Mill Bottom has good service. Wait, Brian, you have a question? Oh, you say yes. You think he should do it. Has he even done one before? Check his channel. You'll find out.
I have not. I don't
The answer's
believe.
no.
But I have been waiting to do a live stream. I just have not exactly. Well, it's hard. And the reason being is, as you may notice, this is the Old Main guy's first horizontal live stream.
Yes.
If I were to do it at the tracks.
And we shave his beard live. Yeah.
That would be a funny live stream. But yes, the ones at the tracks or anywhere else would probably be on my phone. And I don't have a problem with that. The only thing is that it will be vertical.
Just like my first videos.
So
I love that sound! Sorry, I had to.
Hey, I have a tribute to that coming up pretty soon. And by pretty soon, it's sometime in 2026. Let me take a look.
Oh, gosh.
Because...
Ever grilled trackside and troll grain? No, but that would be cool. I know Danny Harmon grilled trackside once in Railfan, so.
I would like to grill trackside because, I mean, as you may or may not know, my viewers shouldn't know this unless you're a couple of my friends that I talk to more frequently. I went out west this summer and I filmed one or two trains. That wasn't the point of the trip. A couple BNSF and Union Pacific trains I saw. I don't know what the IDs were. I was trying to travel cross country, but I did a lot of cooking outside in nature, be it at the railroad tracks. But I ended up going through and I did a lot of cooking in Walmart parking lots because I didn't want to have to keep meat or other goods cold for the duration of my trip, especially since it was a toss-up whether or not we'd end up in a town that had good food to eat. So I would find the local Walmart along the way, buy the food I needed in the moment, and go out and set up a grill in the parking lot. My friend and I would cook something up, and all the locals would come and talk to us because there's just some people dressed kind of funny, wearing all kinds.
They don't look Western.
They don't look Western. They're driving old. I drive an old Buick, so some guy in an old Buick grilling. I mean, that's an interesting sight.
Yeah. Congratulations, Mike. The 25 to 5 years. Yeah, a little bit less than mine. Mine will be 6 years old. All right, guys. We're gonna take one more question, and then I think we're gonna call it because it is 1:30.
Let's see. How many years old is my channel versus your channel? Yours is older.
Your first video was like in October of 2020. Mine was in June. Because I actually started rail fanning in May of 2020, but didn't decide to do YouTube until mid-June.
Captain Slow over here. Well, you see, I'm Captain Slow in this regard because I waited way too long to post in October, but you posted in May, so that's a bad Top Gear joke if you watch Top Gear.
Clock's on! Hamad! But the channel started the day before. Cool. All right. Well, I think the last thing we should do is maybe check the weather. Let's check it on the stream. Let's see if you guys about to find out if we're gonna catch a train or not, or two of them.
Okay. The winter weather advisory has been canceled for Howard and Baltimore counties because of the marginal temperatures north of I-70. We still have sleet and freezing rain for western Montgomery and western Howard County and all counties bordering Pennsylvania northward. So Carroll does have, and Frederick does have, and Baltimore does have winter weather advisory for ice.
Not sleeting anymore in Mount Airy.
But it's been sleet and not freezing rain, which is good. Sleet at least provides some traction. I'm trying to think. This is most likely going to be looking at my weather radar. No, I'm not reviewing
I think we're going to be okay.
It says, oh my gosh.
No wintry mix starting in 67 minutes. Well, guys, I think that's our cue. Thank you, guys.
You cut your head off.
I know. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure. And
got my train shirt.
Yeah, your train shirt, so you're prepared. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Have a happy new year.
Yes. Well,
I'm looking forward to posting every month in 2026, twice a month, if not more.
Yep.
Hope you enjoy that.
Yep, that's
One of these days, we need to do a live stream of me editing some videos, or at least some community posts to look out for on the Old Main Productions channel.
That's right.
To help give you guys a vote in what you want to see next.
I agree. All right, guys. So, like I said, stay tuned for Old Main Productions' videos. Stay tuned for mine, especially December 31st.
3 videos a week.
But more importantly, my New Year's, my end of the year special. So we're gonna be out, guys. We're gonna catch these 2 trains and stay safe out there. And until next time, this is the Old Main Guy. Oh, how long is this? Oh, yeah, it's literally ending now. Sorry, Cheddar. It is literally ending now. We have train adventures to go on right now.
We have trains to catch because we have ice coming in 6-7 minutes.
We're gonna be deported. No,
no, we're not.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys.
You shouldn't have said that.
I shouldn't. Hey, come on. It's okay. It's all right. Who cares? Bye, guys. Have a great one. See ya.